By the way, did you get a chance to have lunch?
What was that?
You have a chance to have lunch?
I did.
Oh, cool. I literally just finished. Let's see. All right. Let me see something here. See if it's. By the way, all right. Yeah. All right. All right. Well. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined by a special guest. Excuse me. Is it pronounced Bill Raupp or Raupp?
Bill Raupp.
Raupp?
Yep.
Raupp. Okay. How's it going today?
Going good. Thanks for having me.
All right. Absolutely. You've got this book, Tribulation Taskforce. I was looking at some of your other campaigns on Indiegogo, and it looks like you've been working on this for some time. Is this like considered technically issue 2 or 3?
This is actually issue 1. We released a 0 issue about 7 months ago, and in that time there was a Secret Files issue and a issue called Parables. We have 3 series. We have Tribulation Taskforce proper, which is the #1 that we have right now on Indiegogo. There's a book called Parables, which spotlights like individual characters and short stories of the characters. And then a Secret Files issue, which is kind of a world building, kind of what's going on and explaining different things about the characters in the world that we're putting together.
Oh, okay. All right. That's making more sense. I was kind of thrown off. I saw the different subtitles and I was wondering how they all interrelate. Let's see here. Just a sec. Oops. Doing a little extra promo throughout the stream. All right. So give us a little information on your background. How did you become interested and eventually get into creating your own comics?
I've been collecting comics since I was like 12 years old. So I'm 49 right now. So I've been collecting for quite a long time. And I had this I'm a social worker, and I had some time off, and I was working at a call center job, and it was the worst job in the world. So as people are calling and complaining about their insurance, I would be drawing characters, and I just happened to show them off on Facebook, and Starcross Comics said, "Oh, that looks really cool. Do you have a story?" So I took an old story that I was gonna that I had pitched to Rob Liefeld for his Extreme universe, that of course got rejected, and I adapted it and used my own characters and just kind of jumped into doing the comic. I never really had any desire to do it, but the opportunity came up, so I just jumped in, and here I am.
Dang. So you submitted comic book ideas to the mainstream comic book industry, and you didn't find any takers. Did something?
I had just.
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Rob Liefeld had this message board years back, and there was some regulars on there. So he had asked people to send in pitches from his kind of message board. So I did it on a whim and didn't hear anything back and just kind of shelved it. And then when people started responding to the characters that I was doing, I said, well, maybe I'll just dust off that proposal and use my own characters for it.
Now, did you say there was a company called, is it Star-Crossed Comics?
Star-Crossed Comics. And they've been around for about 20 years and put out some really, really great indie books.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of them. Dang, 20 years. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, 20 years. And they have some really, really great stuff. Just super friendly to creators. Really great atmosphere to work with. There's some great people.
Now, in those 20 years, have they had their products um, available in, say, comic book shops? Because that's normally where I would
I know they do.
comics.
Yeah, I don't think they haven't gone through Diamond. I know everything has been pretty much online distribution, conventions, and things like that. So they've been a little under the radar, just because to get a book into Diamond and just do distribution, it's an incredibly long and expensive process. So they've just done kind of a grassroots kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I figured if they weren't going through Diamond, then they must be going through other shipping companies besides Diamond. I mean, can't other uh, comic book creators deliver to comic book shop? Well, maybe comic book shops wouldn't be eager to take on indie books unless they were like
Yeah,
walk-in.
it's really hard. It's hard even if you do walk into a store and solicit. A lot of them just don't want to be bothered with indie books. You could sell 60 to 150 copies of a Marvel comic book. If you carry an indie book, you may be selling, 4 or 5. It's really hard for the indies. That's why we do so many conventions, Kickstarters, and alternate kind of routes to get the books out there.
So, are a lot of these conventions that the indie companies and creators go to, uh, very much like the Comic Cons out there? The same convention?
Or a lot of local things.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I was up in the New York area, so I was doing a lot of local conventions in New York, Jersey, that kind of area.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I was just trying to think real quick. I had a chance to visit Long Island, and I was there happened to be a comic book convention while I was in the area, so I figured I'd check it out. It was at like an aviation museum, and it was like their second year.
Oh, I actually did that one last year. I was there. A really big convention, a lot of guests there, a lot of good artists.
Oh, all right. And
yeah, that was a fun one.
It's like 2.5 floors full.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the bottom level I think was all comics and action figures and statues. Then the second level was like this classic arcade game console display, along with some comic creators. I think some of them were indie. And then the very top level was just a very small portion, maybe a few creators as well. But yeah, that was a fun convention. I hadn't been to one in many years. It was the first one I'd been to in probably 30, 35 years, in fact.
The small conventions are pretty fun because you can get to really interact with people, and there's not as much overwhelming competition. When you go to a really big one like a C2E2 or something like that, there's just so much going on, so much to look at. I mean, you kind of get lost in the shuffle. Mm-hmm. So the smaller ones, a lot nicer to be able to interact with people and explain what your product is, and even meet some of the other creators. That's always fun.
Right, exactly. So tell me the name of this comic book company or creator that took an interest in finding out if you had a story behind the artwork you were sharing on.
That was Joe Spicer. He runs Starcross Comics. There's a group on Facebook called The Arena by Gilbert Monsanto. So it's basically this guy draws your characters for $10, and there's like a fight. They put all 10, 15 characters, and people vote for which character they like the best. So just for the hell of it, I was just submitting my characters, and people started responding to them. Joe Spicer from Starcross Comics saw it and asked, "Hey, do you have a story? I really like the characters." So I pitched it, and he said, "Okay, let's do it."
So you actually ended up publishing books through his company?
Yep.
So did you do everything from writing to pencils to inks to colors?
I just write.
Oh, you just write.
So,
All right.
yep. And then I've been really lucky to find some great artists to do the book. I think if nothing else, the art on the books is like top notch.
So he would put together the team to make
Yeah,
it,
I,
go into reality.
I'm sorry.
So
I,
Starcross Comics would be the ones to throw together the team necessary to bring your vision to life.
no, I did all that myself. I handpicked the artists, the colorists,
Oh,
everybody. That was yeah. So I have complete control over the book and who does what and all that. So
okay. So does Starcross Comics then focus only on the physical publication of it and
yep.
distribution?
Yeah, the
Oh,
printing and the distribution, and we have some really great artists and writers there. So the other creators, we do a lot of running ideas by each other and supporting each other. So it's really really helpful in that aspect to not be out there on your own.
so how did you, I mean, did it take a while to find all this talent, or how did you go about finding the talent?
Well, I collect original art anyway, so I had already had a good kind of list of artists that I liked. So as I started to do the book, I just started to hit up the artists that I've used for commissions in the past, and got most of them on board.
Wow.
And
Nice.
and just through searching, you see someone post a picture, and then hit up the artist and ask them what their rates are. So it's a lot of legwork, but it's
Yeah,
been worth it because I found some really great people.
that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I thought at first that Fiverr was starting to become a place where you could find talent, but I guess Fiverr is more directed to other kinds of tasks. Uh, but there are a couple other services that other creators have been using to seek out talent, and then still others uh, choose to use platforms like Twitter to do an
Mm-hmm.
open call for artists, for example, and then you get together with them through DMs and discuss all the details and stuff.
I found Facebook has been actually probably the most useful
How's it?
for finding artists.
That's good to know.
Actually, all the artists I think all the artists I found I think have come from Facebook.
Wow,
Not many
nice.
from Twitter.
All right. Good deal.
Twitter's a whole nother kind of thing in itself. So
True, true. So,
that's where you go if you want to argue.
yeah, that's pretty accurate. What is
Yeah.
how long did it take you to come up with the whole story behind this and come up with the characters?
Well, I had a lot of the characters already, so by the time I was working on the number 0 issue, I had a full roster of characters. And, as I started working on the book and writing it, some of the things evolved. Some of the characters that I really wanted to spotlight became a little less important. And the way I write, I know some people sit down, they have, I'm going to write issue 1, I'm going to write issue 2, but I kind of write according to whatever comes to me. If the story idea comes to me, I go sit down and I write it. And a lot of the stories haven't actually fit into the main book, so that's why I've done kind of these branch off books. Like I might have a story about a single character that comes to mind, and it would interrupt the flow of what's going to go on in the main book. So I just write it and put that in the parables book. The Tribulation Taskforce story itself has a very set story, so I'm trying to keep that really focused, and then everything else I put into other books.
Oh, okay. And
But it's like a puzzle. We give for the people on our mailing list every month they get a free trading card if they send us an email, and the trading card contains information about a specific character or a scene. So when you put the trading cards together, the comic books, and we also have a single page like web stories on our website, you kind of start to build what's going on in the universe. All these little pieces fit together like a puzzle. So it's been kind of fun putting all these pieces out there, and people get to put it all together and find out what's going on.
So you get the final. So on one side of these trading cards, you have like one of your characters from the book, and then you flip it on the back side, and there's a piece of a puzzle. So that when you put all the cards together on.
No, a puzzle as I mean, like putting the story together. So there's different pieces to the stories and the characters in all different kind of mediums.
Aha, okay, that kind of puzzle. Gotcha. And so you already had the characters pretty much, and then you write the story as ideas come to you.
Right.
For Tribulation Taskforce, is the entire story complete? Do you have it scripted and already to the artist, or is this whole Tribulation Taskforce project already physically made?
Well, right now, number 1 is completely penciled and inked, and we're actually coloring it. Issue number 2 is completely written. Parables number 2 is completely done. Secret Files number 2 is completely done. So there are a lot of books that are done and kind of waiting, but I'm just trying to stagger them out and do the crowdfunding. You know, once this crowdfunding is done for Tribulation Taskforce number 1 and the books go out, we're going to start the next crowdfunder, which is going to be Tribulation Taskforce Secret Files number 2. So we have a couple books ready and a couple more issues still written. So we're on a good pace here.
Oh, all right. So you literally have like 3. How do you describe it?
Like 3 issues in the can, pretty much, waiting to be released.
But you also have, like you said, Tribulation Task Force is the main story, and then Secret Files is
right.
Focus on certain adventures, and then the Parables is was the Parables the character building and the Secret Files?
Parables. Parables is just like individual character stories, and then the world building one is Secret Files. So Secret Files has like mini stories, it has journal pages, and it has character profiles. So it's a little bit of everything kind of thrown in.
Okay. Excuse me. So you're going to continue in whatever order these ideas come to you along all 3 of those series issues, I guess.
Right. So they're going to rotate. It'll be Tribulation Task Force, then an issue of Secret Files will come out, then an issue of Parables, then we start over again, another issue of, so they're going to rotate one after another.
Since you're already building on this universe, is your creative team going to remain consistent? Do you anticipate being able to kind of lock them in, if you will? Or...
Yeah, most of them have been ready to do more work, so that's good.
Okay.
Don't have to worry about finding a new artist each issue. I have people who are pretty steady and who are invested in it.
Oh, good. That helps.
So that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
That would be my concern if you had so many books coming out throughout the year. Excuse me. So do you actually have some, besides enjoying comic books and collecting them, do you actually have some background and experience in writing comic books or making and releasing comic books?
No, not at all.
Research?
This has been a trial by fire, kind of learning as I go along.
Okay. Good deal.
And like I said, since Starcross has so much experience and they've been doing this for a while, I've been really able to lean on their kind of knowledge. So it's helped to, work with people who've been there, who've made mistakes, and can kind of tell you, no, don't do that. That's not going to work, and throw a lot of ideas. There's a lot of things I wanted to do, and they're like, no, that's not going to work. It's probably not a good idea. So I've been able to steer clear of some of those things.
Yeah, trying to avoid all the pitfalls.
Right. I mean,
go ahead.
Let's say the biggest hurdle is crowdfunding. I mean, that's it takes a lot out of you to do this for 30, 60 days. And I thought Twitter would make it a little easier, but it really hasn't. It's just a hard thing to do no matter what.
Now, excuse me. My experience with crowdfunding is limited to what I've experienced the last 8 or 9 months with ComicsGate.
Mm-hmm.
With indie comic publishing, what is the go-to method for creation and distribution? I mean, do they all rely on Kickstarter and Indiegogo, or do they go through other means usually when it comes to the
it's pretty much
market?
Kickstarter is, I guess, the standard, and Indiegogo, I guess Indiegogo is more the standard for ComicsGate kind of projects. They've really, shied away from Kickstarter. So for Indiegogo, my audience is a lot of the ComicsGate, Twitter kind of crowd, and then everybody else kind of is on Kickstarter. So I usually do an Indiegogo, then a Kickstarter campaign to kind of grab both of those audiences.
In your experience, do you find one more lucrative than the other, or are they about even?
Pretty much even. It depends, what crowd you attract. If you get the ComicsGate people on board, then Indiegogo is definitely more lucrative in that aspect. But I think Kickstarter just has a natural built-in audience, so you get a wider audience when you put your books on there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and play this video here.
Okay.
Starcross Comics presents Tribulation Taskforce #1. The team is alerted that the Apostle John is being held captive in Vatican City and set off to rescue him. Will they succeed? And if so, what will the consequences be of their actions? Be sure to check out this issue, which comes with 2 covers and some really great rewards. So thank you so much for listening, and support Tribulation Taskforce. And if this is your first time, check out all the back issues also. Thanks for listening.
The Apostle.
That's weird. The sound didn't sync up with the video.
Let's try again.
I think it was my fault.
You mean when you created the video?
Yeah.
Starcross Comics presents Tribulation Taskforce #1. The team is alerted that the Apostle John is being held captive in Vatican City and set off to rescue him. Will they succeed? And if so, what will the consequences be of their actions? Be sure to check out this issue, which comes with 2 covers and some really great rewards. So thank you so much for listening, and support Tribulation Taskforce. And if this is your first time, check out all the back issues also. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, the slideshow kind of should have gone along with the narration, but...
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Oh, yep. Whoops.
I was wondering what was going on. I thought that's the way you designed it intentionally.
Yeah, that's the way I designed it.
Oh, that's different. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, well, that's different.
Whoops.
Starcross Comics. So they're your publisher.
Yep.
So can you expound a little on the story behind Tribulation Taskforce beyond what was highlighted on the video?
Well, it's based on biblical end time theology, so which basically says that there's going to be this period of time called the tribulation period, where there's going to be a world leader who's known as the Antichrist, who comes on the scene and controls the world. So the story is that this character who's going to be the Antichrist decides he wants to speed things up and he wants things to happen right now. So the team is formed, the Tribulation Taskforce is formed to stop him from coming to power before his time. And on the journey, they find out that the Apostle John, who's one of the 12 apostles of Jesus, is still alive and he's being held in the Vatican. So their first mission, which is this issue, is to go to the Vatican and rescue the Apostle John. That's what issue number 1 is about.
So if they're rescuing him from the Vatican, does that stand to reason that the Pope is a servant of the devil?
Well, you'll have to read the issue and make that determination.
Good one. So we've got...
And
go ahead.
Got a free sampler comic, so if you've never read the book or you want to know a little more about it before you buy it, you can get a free PDF which has some preview stories and a mini story that's, I think, 5 pages that explains the concept.
Oh, okay. All right, then we've got 2 different covers, what's classified as cover A and cover B. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at it, and it looks like so complete, so polished. So I was thinking, well, maybe the entire book is already done. I know you said you finished writing issue 1. Is all the artwork, inks, colors, and lettering already done too? Do you have a...
The book is penciled and inked, and it's about 50% colored. So by the time the 2 campaigns end, it'll be completely done.
Wow. Yeah, that's always a recommended thing on crowdfunded comics. You want a good chunk of it done and out of the way. So
yeah,
because
I try to make sure I have like at least 75% of it done before I solicit it. There's nothing worse than purchasing a book and then waiting a year to get it. So most of my campaigns, after they end, within 60 days, the book ships.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
If not sooner.
Yeah, the another reason for doing that is so that you're not overly pressured to cram in all kinds of work.
Right.
During the campaign, you can kind of relax a little. You can spend time promoting. You can go on people's streams and promote the heck out of it without being totally strapped for time and stuff.
Right. Agreed. Because promoting is a full-time job in itself.
Oh yeah, I hear you there. Excuse me. Great for fans of superhero fun, action movies, Christian adventure, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, and X-Men.
And the art in this book is by, his name is Olan Orig. He's from the Philippines. And the colors are by Priya Pillai. He's from India. I'm probably killing his name too.
It's an amazing thing being able to source talent globally, and
it is.
Creating a finished product is quite mind blowing.
And with digital, you save so much time and money. They can do it, send it to you. You can have it the next day. Don't have to worry about postage and all that kind of stuff. So that's been great.
So you got some digital packages, $5 for the Tribulation Taskforce #1 digital sampler, and then $20 for Tribulation Taskforce #1 digital sampler, the Tribulation Taskforce #0 Secret Files #1, Tribulation Task Force Parables 1, Pinup Special #1, Watchers #1, Preview Special #1. Are the Watchers and Preview Special all part of the same franchise of Tribulation Task Force?
Yep.
All right.
The Watchers are actually the villains. So it was a bonus book that was for the Secret Files campaign. It was an add-on book you could get that was exclusive to the campaign.
All right. This is just a very unrelated, silly question, but do people sometimes refer to your book as TT number 1?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe it's just me then.
Yeah. Hey, whatever works for you.
We got the basic physical packages, so you have them all broken down here too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
$10 gives you Tribulation Task Force number 1, cover A or B. Excuse me, which we saw above. TTF poster. How big is the poster?
It's a little bit. It's like 12 by 18, I think.
Okay. All right. And then you got a sticker. Are you using die cut stickers?
I am using Sticker Mule.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Sticker Mule's pretty popular. I know
they do some nice quality stickers.
Yeah. And then for $25, we got the Tribulation Task Force number 1, both covers A and B, the TTF poster, trading card set number 4. So in earlier campaigns, you already released trading card sets 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. Every campaign we have another set of cards, and which happens to be our most popular reward, the cards. And then, like I said, every month, if they're on our mailing list, we send out a newsletter and you can get a trading card every month. So right now we probably have something like 40 different cards that we've released.
Oh, wow. So let's say you're like me and you come in really late to the game. I've just come across it, and do you have any method for making available the earlier trading cards, or is it like you snooze, you lose kind of thing, or you just hope that somebody
no, there are some.
There's on eBay.
There are some available. There's a catch-up package if you go down where you can catch up on everything that we've released, all the trading cards, all the comics, and also once you are part of our fan club, we have a fan club page where you can order some of these, whatever we have left of the trading cards or other little rewards we've done.
Oh, like if you want extra copies of them?
Yep, or if you missed a trading card set, sometimes we offer things like we have masks right now that we have, and trying to think what else, like chrome prints and things like that. We offer all those little things for the fan club. So every month we have different items we offer.
All right. Nice. So trading card. So what is the Apostle acrylic charm?
It's about 3 inches. It's a piece of acrylic. It's like the sticker die cut, but it's a big acrylic, like something you would put on a keychain. A charm for like a keychain or something, necklace.
Kind of like a dragonfly in amber.
Something like that.
And I haven't scrolled down all the way, but is there a picture of it later?
There is.
All right, cool. So then we've got the limited chrome cover, special chrome cover. Then there's a virgin cover, no logos or words. Just 25 being printed. Wow. So cover by
that's my favorite image.
Bonks Arts.
Bonks Arts. I believe he's in the Philippines also, and he did my favorite picture of the Apostle. So we decided to make that into a chrome cover.
Wow, nice. Now, what in terms of the verbiage or terminology, is chrome cover the same as a chromium cover?
No, chromium is a little different. This is kind of like a foil chrome kind of effect, but like Cyberfrog #1 chromium is like the typical what it would have looked like in the 90s.
Okay.
True metal, yeah.
So a chrome cover actually looks like a sheet of metal.
Um, like it's a foil kind of. Let me think if I have one right here. I don't have one in the show right now.
So
Or do I? Hold on.
all right.
Yeah, it's like a metallic, reflective kind of cover.
Oh, were you able to find one?
No, I don't have one with me.
Okay. So the
Oh,
whole
actually, I do. I have one for another comic that we're going to be doing with Starcross Comics. I can give you an idea of what it looks like. Just lost my screen. So they look something like this.
oh, the entire wow, the entire cover is all metallic.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Has kind of a rainbow effect.
Yeah. They come out really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah. I love those.
All right. And that's chrome for you. Chrome cover. Let's see here. Oh, all right. So it's a chrome print. So if it's a chrome print, is it about the same weight as, say, a piece of Bristol board?
Yeah. It's a heavier kind of paper. The prints are this size here, and the cover is obviously standard, a little bigger. But the prints are I forget what size this is.
So they're slightly smaller than the average comic book?
Yeah, the prints are about the size of a backing board.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's almost the same size. All right. Cool deal. And then we've got the. Wait a minute. Was this character the Apostle? Wait, no, it isn't, is it?
Nope,
That's
that's Flame Shot.
all right. Flame shot. Okay, all right. Okay, so awesome add-ons. Oh, it's good. It's good that you're making use of add-ons. That's a really cool feature in Indiegogo.
It is. That's what I love about Indiegogo.
So,
And these are all the issues we've released so far.
aha. Those are back issues available through the add-ons. Oh, nice. So you got the catch-up packages. So for $50, you get that whole batch of books. Oh, wait. Tribulation Taskforce 0 and 1. Tribulation Taskforce Secret Files 1. Pinup Special 1. Tribulation Taskforce Parables number 1. All right, so those are all the books. Then you get that preview special number 1. The preview special, isn't that the thing that you're offering digitally?
I know it's something different. Like every few months, we offer exclusive comics for fan club members, and we had 2 books were preview specials that have a exclusive story and then previews of 2 upcoming books in them.
Oh, wow. All right.
And then you can also catch up with the trading card set. So for both of these catch-up packages, you get all 4 trading card sets.
Dang. And every trading card set has how many cards apiece?
I think the first one has 6 cards, and then the rest of them have 4 cards each. 4 to 5 cards.
All right. Tribulation Taskforce number 1.5, and then the Chrome print. All right. And then for 150, you got the Tribulation Taskforce number 1 Chrome, number 0 Chrome, Secret Files 1 3D foil variant. All right. So, what's the difference between a Chrome cover and a foil cover?
The foil cover just has some different effects on it. It's called a 3D bubble effect, and it's like these little kind of circles that make the art kind of look 3D. It's a really cool effect.
All right. So that Secret Files number 1 is a 3D foil variant. And then the Pinup Special number 1 is a foil cover. And then Parables is a chrome cover. So out of curiosity, what drove the decision to do a couple in 3 of them in chrome, 1 in 3D foil, and 1 in regular foil?
I usually send the image to the printing company I use, and he looks at it and says, "Oh, this effect might look really nice on it." So it's really up to what works best for the art. So shout out to Hero and Villain Printing. Hero and Villain Designs is who does it, and they do a great job. And I usually let him decide what's going to look best for the cover.
Oh, I thought that Starcross was also the printer.
No, they don't. They handle all the printing, but they're not the actual printer.
So there's Task Force number 1.5 in the chrome print. With the prints, do you already have a specific image in mind, or does the backer select from a list which chrome
There's usually a specific image. I think it's shown at the bottom with the rewards. I think there's a picture of it.
All right. Check that soon.
And this Tribulation Task Force 1.5 is a 12-page comic. Just it's like a aftermath of what happens in the issue, and it sets up the next few issues. And what we're offering with that is the cover is drawn, but we left 3 open spaces. So if people want to have their original character spotlighted on the cover, they can. There's a $100 tier for original character cameo, and your character will be drawn in alongside Tribulation Task Force.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so I thought that was a fun one.
So all the heroes are gathered around the table, sort of like the Justice League.
This is based on a cover from Avengers number 181.
All right. Original character on the cover of the 1.5 issue. Designed based on Avengers 181. Drawn by. All right. Sketch card package. One of a kind. Hand-drawn sketch card by artist Andre Dryden. Plus a copy of Tribulation Task Force number 1.
Yeah, that was a hard one to let go. I really liked how he captured the character, but got to raise funds, so.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool picture. Well, I mean, let's see. Yeah, it's a hand-drawn card. Yeah, if it were digital, you could just reprint it. However, then we got the sketch card package 2. It's one of a kind, hand-drawn. Artist is Chris Collier. And includes the copy of Tribulation Task Force number 1.
Yeah, this original art is another hard one to part with. This was done by Luke Ross, who does a current Star Wars comic for Marvel Comics, and he's done X-Men and Hulk. And I caught him at a convention. I was sitting next to him at a convention, and he whipped this up for me, and I thought he did like an amazing job. This is Thief in the Night.
So was that also a commission job that he did for you? Or?
That was.
All right.
And I decided to use it as a trading card because I love the image so much.
Did you do the coloring here?
No, that's Oh, I forget his name. I can't remember the guy's name who did it.
All right.
Did an awesome job on it, though, didn't he?
Yeah. Original art package for 200. One of a kind artwork for the Thief in the Night trading card. So it's 9 by 12. Oh, all right. 9 by 12. I was just trying to visualize in my head 9 by 12 versus 11 by 17, which is what a lot of creators work off of.
Mm-hmm.
Traditional. Let's see. Luke Ross. And then you get Tribulation Taskforce number 1. As for the rewards, we have trading card set 4. We got 11 by 17 poster. Now, is it specifically of him?
Yep.
All right. And then, acrylic charm. All right, cool. All right.
And these are the first 3 trading card sets. And there's the chrome print.
So, do all your artists work from 9 by 12?
No.
Okay.
We 11 by 17, but that's what he had on him, 9 by 12. So I had him just, do whatever he had. And the trading cards, there's another sketch card there. They're standard trading card size, 2.5 by 3.5 inches.
And then we've got awesome add-ons. Thief in the Night sketch card, which is one of a kind. Wait a minute. One of a kind meaning it's unique and limited?
Yep, there's just one. It's hand-drawn.
So you only have one of them total?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. And same goes for the chrome print of this image?
Nope. The chrome print is one of the rewards that was up above.
So campaign goal. It's about 75% complete. Funds will help finish the book, create capital for the next 2 issues. Committed to bringing new adventures and characters for you to enjoy. So we got that. So the next goal is
1500. Our first sketch goal. Yep, 1,500 is the next one. So for the first stretch goal, everyone's going to get a trading card. Everyone who pledged to a physical tier.
Now, all right, yeah. Do you already have like behind the scenes everything mapped out in terms of what the different perk tiers are, or are you still trying to decide what you want to put in each level?
Nope, I pretty much got an idea what I'm going to do for each one.
All right.
Now we just got to get there.
Now, before you release, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Before you release this on Indiegogo, do you have the same campaign on Kickstarter already?
No, it's gonna. Once this finishes, I'll probably take a few days break and then launch it again on Kickstarter. And when I do the second campaign, I usually change up some of the tiers and offer some different things, mix it up a little.
There you go. All right. Let's catch this video again. These are the stills. Video. Oh, yeah. Oops. I thought hitting the keyboard would make the video start, but it didn't.
Starcross Comics presents Tribulation Taskforce #1. The team is alerted that the Apostle John is being held captive in Vatican City and set off to rescue him. Will they succeed? And if so, what will the consequences be of their actions? Be sure to check out this issue, which comes with 2 covers and some really great rewards. So thank you so much for listening and support Tribulation Taskforce. And if this is your first time, check out all the back issues also. Thanks for listening.
Oh, there's a sticker. All right. All right. Excuse me. Let me see something here too. 37 for 13.11. All right. So checking out the perks. I don't know if you plan on doing this, but in all the campaigns I've seen, I really like when there's a featured tier. It's not necessarily the very cheapest or the most expensive. It's like somewhere in between, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of where I'd consider it the best bang for your buck. You know, the economical package that not only is reasonably priced, but also gives you a good feel for what a good way to experience the product,
Right.
story. And usually when you have a feature tier, it'll always be displayed as the first item here. Let's see. So the digital basics are...
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, featured is a good thing to do. Some people, they're so into... I mean, they want to support a lot of creators, but they don't necessarily have a whole lot of time to really dig into each campaign and read up on everything and, sift through all the tiers. Well, if you have a featured one, that kind of tells the customer, hey, this is what the creator thinks you should get at a minimum to experience this story.
I'm going to have to look into doing that. That's a great idea, actually.
Some have, some feature tiers will have like 2 books. Some of them will have 3. Some might have a book in an ash can. Others might have a couple books, spin-off, stickers. It really varies. A button, a trading card. But the one you choose to be your featured tier is typically kind of around the middle, if not the slightly lower, erring on the side of the cheaper end.
Right.
Let's see here. So we got the digital basics. Now, was that was that 2 digital comics that are the same, just with different digital covers?
No, they're 2 different comics.
Oh, one's the sampler and one's the issue #1. Okay.
Right.
All right. Then we got the print tier basic. Okay. So you get Task Force #1, Apostle poster, and a sticker. Oh, okay. I was trying to look closer to see if the sticker was part of this image or not, but it doesn't.
Oh, nope, just those 2.
Yeah, whenever possible, if you can, it helps viewers to see all that comes with it. Otherwise, they might not realize getting more value than they are.
Right.
Then you've got the digital plus. Did I read that wrong? Is this supposed to just say digital plus, or is it actually digital plus plus?
It's plus.
Okay. All right. This one, this tier gives you. Oh, this is where you can get caught up. Oh,
Yep,
it's all
that has
digital. Oh, all right.
That has all the issues in digital PDF form.
All right. So it's a digital PDF catch up. Then we get the print here with both of the covers. All right. Like on this image, I don't know the ins and outs of Indiegogo and what their image size limitations are, but since
They're
you're,
pretty small.
yeah, but since this is covering both covers, I would kind of expect, being able to see both covers on this tiny thumbnail.
That's why I put them on the left side when you scroll down, so you can see big versions of them.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You did do that. Right. So you get the poster. I'm sorry, how big was the poster again? It was,
It says 11 by 17, but it's more like 12 by 18, and it folds up to the size of a backing board.
oh, all right, gotcha. You got Task Force 1, cover A, Task Force 1, cover B, trading card set number 4, and the Apostle Acrylic Charm. Okay. Then we got the deluxe print package, complete with the Apostle poster, trading card set number 4, Task Force number 1, the Chrome variant, and Chrome print. Okay. Cover. Only 25 of these will be produced. So that's what you're classifying as the deluxe collector's pack.
Yep.
So then we got a catch up and jump on package. And then this is the one you broke down later if we were to scroll back down, right? All the catch up options. Yeah, you get all these. That's a hell of a deal, man.
That's a lot of books.
Task Force 1. And this is the physical media, the physical form of it.
It is. Yep.
Preview special number 1. 3 trading cards. 1, 2, 3. 7 books. A chrome print. Wow. That's pretty darn good.
Yep, the Mega Deluxe print packages. No, is that the one? No. There's an Ultra package for 150. That's the coolest one.
All right. So Mega Deluxe print package. Get it all. Limited edition, Chrome edition, only 25 to be produced. Do you have an idea how many copies you have left, or is it still basically 25? It looks like it would be 24 since one person at this level has already backed it.
Yeah, I haven't counted how many have actually been sold yet.
But you cap out at 25, right?
Yes.
All right. 3 books, trading card set 4. So Apostle Acrylic Charm, Task Force 1, Chrome variant, Tribulation Taskforce 1.5. Damn, that's a good deal. Ooh, boy. Yeah, sketch card package 1. So, Artist Andre Dryden plus copy of Tribulation. All right, so you get the sketch card plus the original covered book.
Yep.
One of a kind hand-drawn sketch card. Andre Dryden.
I love that card.
Tribulation Taskforce. Sketch card package 1. How big did you say that was? Did you say 9 by 12 or 11 by 17?
No, it's 2.5 by 3.5 inches. It's the size of a regular trading card.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's just black and white?
Yep.
Inked, probably?
Nope, just all pencil sketch.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Let me go check something here. Hi, Matanui. How's it going? Welcome. Good to have you.
Hello.
We're going over a book called Tribulation Taskforce on Indiegogo.
Yeah, buy it.
Absolutely. This is the book, Tribulation Taskforce number 1, The Apostle Returns. Well, congrats on getting fully funded. Your flexible goal was
thanks.
500. The flexible goal of 500, does that cover cost of your talent as well as shipping, or did you have?
Well, it's all been paid for. So right now it's just to cover the printing, and anything over is great. The real goal is 5,000. So.
Okay. Would it be reasonable to say that 5,000 is like your break-even point?
It's my profit point.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's see here.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for my CG people to help me out. Still waiting for them to come through.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Do you typically have some of your CG backers order your book from? Well, not order your book. Back your book on Kickstarter.
No, most people refuse. That's why I run the Indiegogo also. Most of my, CG friends will only back it on Indiegogo, so.
Gotcha.
Which is fine. I don't care where you back it. As long as you back it, I don't care which one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's good that you have a catch-up package because there are going to be people interested in that too. Let's see. Where do
I'm hoping. I think we were at the sketch cards.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you were saying? I think I interrupted you. You said something like, you're hoping.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll sell a lot of the catch-up packages.
Right on. And then the sketch card, which is the dimensions of a regular sketch card.
Right.
Let's see here. That looks good. Sketch card package 2. You also get a copy of Task Force number 1. Hand-drawn sketch card by Chris Collier. Wait a minute. So that's Andre Dryden. Okay. All right. So it's kind of the one you back is basically based on whichever image you like more, right? And whichever
Pretty much.
you like.
Yep. And there There's one of each, so whoever gets it first owns it. We had some other original art, but they went already.
Whoa. Sketch card package 2. So then we got the character cameo cover. Did I share? Yeah, I did share it. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Get your original character drawn on the cover.
You can have your original character on the cover of Tribulation Taskforce 1.5. Design will be based on Avengers 181?
181. Mm-hmm.
Drawn by Louis Rivera. Okay, all right. So, original character cameo buy-in. Have your original character on the cover of Tribulation Task Force 1.5. Drawn by Louis Rivera.
Yeah, every issue we do a character cameo thing. So usually it's a splash page or something where people can get their characters in the book, which is a fun one. We always sell a bunch of those.
Yeah, there's only 2 left. So anyone who's interested, definitely jump on this while you have the time. Because those 2 aren't going to last very long.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool reward.
So if I understand, they'll only be on the cover, right? They're not going to be in the interiors?
Right.
All right.
No, just on the cover.
And then these other awesome add-ons, aka the Ultra Mega Catch-Up Set. Let's see. All right. I was just I'm trying to be real careful when I click, otherwise I could dox myself. By in Indiegogo.
Yeah, that's not good.
Click a little too fast.
Right.
To the next screen. Catch us on the Tribulation Taskforce Saga in style. Oh, I think that's supposed to say catch up. This is a
whoops.
limited edition version of all of our releases. These foil chrome variants are all limited print runs. You will get that big old long list.
Yep, everything, but they look really cool. Cool, really nice covers.
Yeah. Cool. And there's only 9 more to go there, so definitely back that. Original art thief in the... Oh, you must have been hit with the...
Yeah. I ran out of characters.
Yeah. How can you have this much in this blurb, but you cap out early on here in this blurb? Ultra Mega Captain Set. Yeah, that's a whole lot of swag. Books wise. Original art, Thief in the Night. Now, isn't this a static image with all the text?
Yes.
So why
it's the same image that's on the left.
Yeah, all right. So why would it have a conniption of this few characters? I don't see any way to expand it.
No, that's. Oh, it won't. Oh no, that's all there is to it. You get the art and the. I wonder why you can't expand that one. I'll have to look at that.
Well, I
Oh, there
mean,
you go.
you can see this stuff, but I was kind of thrown off. It doesn't have the. Is it supposed to have a T at the end, or is it? Is it supposed to
Yeah.
say?
It's supposed to say night, but I ran out of characters.
Oh, okay, because you have all this copy in here. All right. Original artwork used for Thief of the Night trading card by artist Luke Ross of X-Men and Hulk and Star Wars fame. This beautiful artwork is one of a kind, 9x12. Yeah, there it goes. Thief in the Night. 9x12. Sweet. And this is another thing I really love to see, the items that are grayed out because they're sold out.
Yep.
But, I don't know, call me a glutton for punishment, but I like to see what I missed out on. So I try not to repeat those same mistakes on future. That was an original art package. Oh, yeah, that would have sold. Yep. One of a kind.
Yep, it was the art for one of the trading cards in the set. The original art for trading card.
All right, thanks for clarifying. Gotcha. Nice.
And that's the Tribulation Taskforce.
Fantastic. Oh, welcome, Comic Book Black Belt. Coming in late, but that campaign looks great.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Be sure to back it.
Let's watch this video again.
Starcross Comics presents Tribulation Taskforce #1. The team is alerted that the Apostle John is being held captive in Vatican City and set off to rescue him. Will they succeed? And if so, what will the consequences be of their actions? Be sure to check out this issue, which comes with 2 covers and some really great rewards. So thank you so much for listening and support Tribulation Taskforce. And if this is your first time, check out all the back issues also. Thanks for listening.
Task Force #1.
Woohoo!
Yeah, indeed. So, have you started writing issue #2? Oh, you were going to jump to one of the other lines in the same franchise next, right?
Yep, but issue 2 is already written and it's being drawn right now. So I'm actually writing issue 3 right now. So every one of the issue series have at least one issue in the can already. So they should be coming out every few months. We should have another issue coming out.
Wow, nice. Okay.
That's the plan anyway.
Definitely sounds like a plan. Yeah, so you got 15 days left. Are you in the first 30 days of funding or the second 30 days of funding?
This is the first 30 days.
Now, after the 15 days are up, do you plan on, is the next step to go a second 30 days of funding, or are you going to go straight to in demand?
It's going to go in demand, but it's also going to run on Kickstarter for 2 weeks.
So you mean you're going to have this campaign here on Indiegogo, but you're going to have, what's the term, concurrent? The very same campaign running on Kickstarter roughly the same time?
Yeah, when this goes into in demand, I'll run another one on Kickstarter for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just because, like I said earlier, they're just such different audiences, so the two never really cross.
Did you say that it would be funding in Kickstarter for 2 weeks?
Yeah, this is going to be a short 2-week campaign.
Now, what is the reasoning behind the shorter campaign on the second platform?
It's just grueling to do. Like I used to do 60 days on one and then 30 days on another platform. So it's like 90 days of promotion, and it just wears me down. It's draining. I can't really do anything else. I don't really want to write or do anything. So the shorter campaigns actually seem to do just as well as the 60-day and 30-day campaigns. It's kind of get in and get out.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's some other project that I heard about recently where they did their main campaign on Kickstarter, and they got enough interest from other people asking them to do a campaign on Indiegogo.
Mm-hmm.
So they did, but they're only doing like 7 days of funding. And then,
oh, wow, that's really short.
I know, it's like a splash in the pan kind of thing. So
yeah,
that if they do go in demand on Indiegogo, then it's only going to be like 7 days as well. So like total 14 days to try and squeeze out a few more sales. I don't know.
Well, I think the in demand goes pretty, I think, indefinitely until you stop it.
That's my understanding.
So like I usually let my campaigns run in demand until I start the next campaign. So like my last one for Parables #1 ended the day or a couple days before this one started.
Okay.
And in demand is great because you usually pick up, some people who missed out on it or just hearing about it. So it's nice to have that option.
For sure. Yeah, it's kind of like having an online store. And then
Right.
from time to time, as you run out certain items, then you make available other items.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, for sure. So cool. All right. Yeah. Y'all go ahead and check out this book. Back it if you've already backed it, back it again.
Yeah, thank you if you backed it.
Yeah, definitely check into this. It looks like a fun adventure here. Yeah, so let's see. I think that covers everything. Were there any particular updates we didn't discuss yet?
Not really, just that we reached our stretch goal, and there was another update reminding people that the 1.5 issue was there in case they missed it.
Right. Awesome.
I appreciate you doing the spotlight. I really appreciate that. We were going to do it for the last campaign, and I actually wound up getting coronavirus, so kind of threw my promotion off a little.
Oh man, that's messed up. Hey,
yeah, you don't want to get that in the middle of a campaign.
Yeah, no doubt.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see. Let's wrap this up. We do me the honor and share with the world how you can be found on social media.
All right, if you want to buy books, you can get them at starcrosscomics.com. As for me, you can find me at tribulationtaskforce.com. We have webcomics there, and if you sign up for our mailing list, you get a free trading card and a free trading card every month. And, of course, we're on Indiegogo right now, and I'm also on Twitter at Brock Comics and on Facebook, Tribulation Task Force Facebook group. Thank you so much for listening.
Your Tribulation Task Force website is .com, right?
Yes, it is.
And on that website, you talked about webcomics. Are they also based off of Tribulation Task Force, or is it something totally different?
Nope, it's a Tribulation Task Force. Each character gets like a one-page story. So there's a bunch of those there.
Dang, you're really building up the world. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm having a great time doing it. It's really fun.
Right on. Did you design the website and do you manage it and everything yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty crappy actually, but serves its purpose.
Gotcha. It gets the content out there, and gets people interested in reading their backstories.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Good deal. Yeah.
And our Facebook group, Tribulation Taskforce Universe, posts all kinds of art and contests. And if you're on the mailing list, we also have contests every month. So
Wow.
like to give out a lot of stuff and just have fun with it. We have some people who are really into the universe and have been really big supporters, and I really appreciate that.
Oh, fantastic. Right on. Sounds good. Awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. You guys are tackling it from all kinds of directions and getting the word out for sure. Through a major website,
Trying.
through Facebook, you're doing some promotion on Twitter, you're going on streams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely necessary as part of the whole promotional effort. All right.
It's fun. Thanks again for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. You can find me on Twitter at WyzGyz Tweets, on Twitch at WyzGyz Twitches, on Facebook at WyzGyz Entertainment. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications, and when you do so, please mark that you want all notifications and not just the custom ones that more or less never notify you at all.
Great.
And yeah, please check out this book, back it, and thank you everyone in the audience for hanging with us. Thank you everyone who watches this on replay, and thank you to our very special guest, Bill.
Thank you.
Back Tribulation Task Force. We are ending the broadcast in 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.